Peace, peoples. Peace. Give y'all the supervision power. Nah, this I think this story here come from Twisted Crimes, man, where the girl boyfriend killed their own daughter, yo. She was only 2 years old, y'all. He got mad at her because she didn't give him the password fast enough to her account. Because she was ending the relationship. He thinks she was cheating and all this old bullshit, which she was moving on with her life. Some people, we got to get over that, y'all. We got to start moving on with our life, y'all. When the relationship over, it's over. But he killed his own daughter, y'all. She was 2 years old. He got her from daycare, FaceTimed his girl while he was assaulting his daughter in the front seat, punching her in the face, hitting her with objects, and then he just snapped her neck. You know what I'm saying? Sad, y'all. We're going to get into the story, though, y'all. There it go right here. That's that scumbag right there. He's a scumbag, yo.
This is the story of Kirsten Watson, the mother of the 2-year-old girl who was physically assaulted and choked by her dad during a 45 minutes chase by the police. Zavia Flanagan, aged 2, was hit with and against a blunt object and also choked to death by her father, DeAndre Flanagan, aged 25, all while FaceTiming her mother just to make her feel bad. This all happened because DeAndre believed Kirsten was seeing another man and he demanded Kirsten's phone and passcode, which she hesitated to give him but later did, but was too late. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story will be taking us to Houston, Texas. More than 2.3 million people live in Houston. It is the fourth most populous U.S. city behind New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. Houston is home to more than 10,000 restaurants, offering an array of cuisines from 70 global countries and American regions. Houstonians eat out more often per week, 6.9 times, than any other American city. Kirsten Watson is a young lady who lived her life just like any other person. She took her life serious and had a job at Walmart, which she did diligently. Kirsten would go on to meet a young man named DeAndre Flanagan. This would be one of the biggest mistakes she made in her life, if not the biggest. They dated for a while and along the line, she got pregnant. It was a joyous moment for Kirsten and her family members. She could not wait to have her baby according to her families. They eventually had baby Zavia, a beautiful baby girl. She was so adorable and sweet. She was what any parent would ask for in a baby. She was what any parent would ask for in a baby. Her mother, Kirsten, dedicated her life towards giving her a good life. She did all what she could to give her a better life, while the person who was supposed to be a father to the beautiful girl was jealous and uncooperative. DeAndre started making her life miserable in every area he could. He was so jealous about every person she talked to, either a co-worker or just an old friend. He would demand her to do certain things or else he will punish the child. There was an instance when things went south between them and she called the police telling them what he had done.
The first day he took my child, like I was giving her a bath in the tub. He stormed in and he took her like out the tub. She wasn't even dressed. And he just took her out the house and drove away in a car.
Kirsten says in the week leading up to this incident she contacted the police on 3 different occasions about DeAndre, but she was told there was nothing they could do. Kirsten would break up and try to go her way, but DeAndre would not let that happen.
We've been going our separate ways. And I let him be, but he couldn't let me be. He couldn't let me be happy. He couldn't let me move on with my life.
He would torment her at every little chance he had, especially by taking Zavia or doing something to her. On this fateful Monday, March 20, DeAndre collected his daughter Zavia from daycare before showing up at a nearby Walmart where Kirsten worked. He confronted at work and things did not go well. They had an argument about why he was there in the first place. He assaulted her during this argument and things escalated. He was upset with Kirsten because she was reportedly talking to another man. Things quickly took a sour turn when DeAndre demanded Kirsten's phone and passcode. He threatened to hurt Zavea if she didn't give him what he wanted. What he wanted was her phone and her passcode. Once she gave him the cell phone, he hit her multiple times, then fled with Zavia in a vehicle. A police chase ensued.
He just wanted my phone. He's screaming at me, cursing me out, telling me, what's the passcode? Tell me the passcode or she's gonna get it. And I'm telling him the passcode, and I'm telling him it over and over and over. But at the end of the day, I guess it just wasn't enough.
During the 45 minutes police pursuit with Zavia unbuckled in the car, Zavia's mother made contact with DeAndre on FaceTime. However, DeAndre allegedly grew angry after he asked for the cell phone password, but didn't receive it. When DeAndre finally got the passcode, he started hitting and choking Zavia while Kirsten was still on FaceTime and watching the attack on her daughter. She begged him saying, "Please, please, this is your daughter. She loves you," but he would not stop. He said, "This is what you made me do. All you care about is that man."
Her face was just covered in blood. He hit her with something really hard. And then he called me on FaceTime, and he showed me that he choked her on FaceTime as I was on there. And I said, "Trey, that is your daughter. That is your daughter. Stop. That is your daughter. She loves you. I care about her. You care about her. That is your daughter." And he told me, his exact words was, "You only love that man, so you did this to her."
He showed Zavia on FaceTime being assaulted as they tried to reason with him.
But then he showed me the lifeless corpse of my granddaughter. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and to have to go through that type of anguish and pain.
The chase ended after he crashed into other cars and stopped in a field at St. Dunstan's Episcopal Church, sparking a standoff.
It was a full-scale SWAT scene caught by our camera. The plan to rescue a 2-year-old girl from her own biological father, who more or less kidnapped her Monday morning from daycare. That 20-something-year-old suspect seemed to show no concern whatsoever for his daughter's well-being. Bystander Brittany Rogers was sideswiped, she says, by the suspect's Camaro.
Next thing I know, I just see him, hit my car. I feel it. And I'm looking at him, and he just backed on out.
And then that red Camaro stopped and just stayed there. Stubner Airline north of 1960 was blockaded for hours. The suspect and his daughter inside the car. Presumably, she was already dying, but he wouldn't come out until SWAT got him out. And he wasn't even injured in all of this, says the sheriff.
SWAT officers surrounded the vehicle, and after about 20 minutes, the Harris County Sheriff's Office they moved in. The toddler was rushed from the car by authorities and taken to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. A tactical team eventually arrested DeAndre after a standoff.
I want to run through the sequence of events as we know them. I want to emphasize that all of this remains preliminary as there were a lot of moving parts. A lot happened earlier this morning. And so I want to just be clear that it's still preliminary and we'll try to update as we go along. What we know is that approximately 10:15 a.m., an adult male went to a private daycare facility, removed his 2-year-old daughter. It's our understanding that he's the biological father. We haven't confirmed that. That's the initial information we received. From there, he proceeded to go to a retail store pretty close by where he confronted the mother of the child and began making threats, asking for her phone, her passcode, with child in hand, and basically threatening to hurt the child if she did not turn those items over. She complied. She made an attempt to try to rescue her daughter from his stronghold, but she wasn't able to do so. At that point, we're told that the adult male struck her possibly a couple times to the face and continued to flee the location from that retail store, again, still with child in tow, and fleeing the location with her phone and his phone as well. There was a standoff. The male was in the vehicle. We later learned the child was still in the vehicle as well. One of our negotiators was able to establish verbal communication just briefly from near the vehicle, trying to ascertain the condition especially of the child. And at that point, during the course of that investigation, they determined that the child was possibly in pretty bad shape. The adult male was taken into custody without injury or without incident, and the child was removed, and immediately EMS began providing life-saving measures. At that point, the child was in very serious, critical condition. So CPR was administered almost the entire time until Life Flight arrived and has since taken the toddler, who we're told is 2 years old, 2-year-old black female. And again, she's in very critical condition. I have not received an update since her arrival at the hospital, so our prayers above everything are with the child.
According to a police affidavit, Flanagan hit Zavia with and against a blunt object and choked her.
Now, the girl's family says they had concerns about her safety for several days before all of this happened. In fact, last Wednesday, they say DeAndre Flanagan picked up little Zavia and threatened to hurt her then, but they say nothing was done.
Yo.
Now, Flanagan, of course, is now... According to court records, he hit little Zavia with and against a blunt object and choked her as well, we've learned on Monday. The little girl's aunt just at a loss as to what the 2-year-old may have felt in her final moments.
I just got my free phone in the mail a minute ago. I can't believe it.
Moments.
Probably thinking, why? Like, Dad, what did I do? And she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything but love him and be a joy to the world. And he's just an evil person.
The mom said she tried to get the cops to save Zavia as fast as possible, but they wasted another 20 minutes. I am telling the officers, look at this FaceTime. Move in. Move, Kirsten said. They sat there and said they have to get everyone ready, and they have to put on their shields and all this extra stuff like he wasn't killing her on this FaceTime call. They waited at least 20 minutes to move in. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said they are also conducting an internal investigation to determine if policies and procedures were followed. Also, she felt this should have taken her seriously, as she has called about this same man 3 times, but they told her there was nothing they could do about it.
They didn't want to put nothing until she actually passed, and I told them over and over and over that something was wrong. They could at least try to find him or check it out, but no.
The police confirmed they had been called in twice after Flanagan was reported, once on March 15th for a terroristic threat, and then again the day before the murder for telephone harassment. During the same year, he was also charged with criminal mischief for driving a car into someone's home. DeAndre Flanagan is charged with murder. A judge set his bond at $1 million. DeAndre appeared in court for the first time on Wednesday evening, with a judge confirming the murder charges and increasing the bond to $2 million.
A judge doubled the bond of a father accused in the death of his child during a police chase.
Yeah, prosecutors say murder charges against DeAndre Flanagan could be upgraded to capital murder depending on the results of the autopsy on his 2-year-old little girl. Tonight we hear from the child's mother, Jason Miles, live from the Harris County Jail with the latest. Jason.
Hey there, Lynn. Yeah, the suspect, DeAndre Flanagan, is now being held down here on a $2 million bond, increased this morning by a judge from $1 million. The mother of his child believes Flanagan just did not want them to move on without him. Photos of 2-year-old Zavia reminds her heartbroken mother, Kirsten Watson, of the simple things she'll miss.
I give her baths. We lay together. We sleep together, and now I won't be able to do any of that anymore.
Zavia's father, DeAndre Flanagan, appeared in court for the first time this morning, 2 days after allegedly murdering the toddler.
I'm just trying to wrap my
broke
head
his fucking
around
neck, man.
How could you do this to your little girl?
It happened, prosecutors say, after Flanagan got the girl from daycare, confronted Watson, who works at this Walmart, then snatched her phone. He later led deputies on a 45-minute chase with Zavia unrestrained while allegedly FaceTiming Watson and Zavia's grandfather, showing the girl being assaulted as they tried to reason with him.
I know in her mind she probably was just wondering, what did I do? What are you doing this to me for? I love you. Why are you hurting me?
A tactical team eventually arrested Flanagan after a standoff, and prosecutors say charges may be upgraded to capital murder once his daughter's autopsy is complete.
It's my suspicion that Zavia died due to strangulation, which would not be the result of any sort of blunt force impacts that she sustained in the car driving with the defendant.
Zavaya's mother says she was just trying to end things with Flanagan, but is now left without her only child as well.
All I was trying to do was provide for my daughter and like move on, and I guess he just didn't want that. Didn't want that for us.
And prosecutors say Flanagan's criminal history includes attacking his own brother who has special needs. Flanagan's public defender
He's just a
did not
straight
comment
scumbag.
following today's hearing. Meanwhile, the sheriff's office says it did respond to a call last week regarding allegations that Flanagan was making terroristic threats. However, there was insufficient evidence to file criminal charges at the time.
We hope baby Zavia gets the justice she deserves. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Kirsten Watson and Zavia Flanagan. May Zavia's memory be a blessing for her family and for all who knew her, and may her life and death be an inspiration and a turning point towards justice and increased protection for domestic abuse survivors. Please stay safe out there and see you guys in the next video.
That's crazy, y'all. That Joker deserved the same punishment he put out to his own goddamn daughter. 2 years old, y'all. Sad, y'all. Sad. And she was trying to get away from this motherfucker, man. Some of these motherfuckers, you just gotta hire a hitman. Don't even go to the law, ladies. You just gotta hire a hitman to take that son bitch out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. You know what I mean? A nigger with the ER at the end is what he was towards his own daughter, man. Because she didn't give him the password for what? The relationship was on the rocks. Keep it moving. Give yourself some time. Give her some time. Y'all got a daughter together. Give it some time. You know what I'm saying? Time to heal. But see, you was a selfish, envy nigger with an ER on it to do something like that to your own daughter. And them jokers in prison, man, should crucify your ass, man. Niggas like that come to prison for killing kids and raping kids and molesting kids and disrespecting the elders, killing elders and all that, man, they deserve the same punishment. And I ain't being mean. I'm just only responding of the most high word in the scriptures. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I follow the Most High. When the Most High give an order, it shall be done. You heard? It shall be done. But anyway, y'all, you see what's going on with the city. It's about to not exist as a city. They don't get them funds right. But I all know it's election time, y'all. It's election time. It's a new fleet of people that want to come in. So you come with all type of tactics. You get the old brand out and bring in the new brand. Because it's time for a change. We tired of the same old rhetoric. Voices not being heard, going unanswered. They only go answer when it's time to vote. When you want somebody election, vote when it's time to elect someone. Then that's when the answers get answered. But other than that, business as usual. Ain't nothing happening. Your answers go uncalled. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going on, the latest in Chester. And someone was telling me, what's that? Wells Fargo over town was about to shut down next week or something like that. They closing that bank. What's going on in Chester, y'all? Someone told me Joe Biden dropped off some money when he first got elected and came to Chester. Allegedly dropped off $2.5 million. Someone else from over there put $500,000 or $700,000 in an account they don't know that ever existed. There was a lot of fumbling going on over there, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of players over there fumbling in the bag. Robbing the bag, rather. Robbing the bag. That's what happens when you put your own peoples in charge. You know, they think they better than the rest of the Negroes on the plantation. In reality, they ain't. They just the same Negro. You just got a higher position. You more closer to Mr. Charlie than we are. Mr. Charlie with power. That's who got all the power, Mr. Charlie and the boys. You Negroes is just incapable of handling money and funds, man. When it comes to money, things change with you Negroes. Things change with you Negroes. But it is what it is. I'm trying to figure out if the city in bankruptcy and it's no longer going to be a city if they don't meet the criteria. So there's no money. Do people still got to pay their taxes? Where the tax money going at? You know what I'm saying? They pick and choose. I guess they pick and choose what monies to collect from people and what monies to pay to people. Sad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to come up and share that video with y'all. I'm sitting over here waiting for my king to get out of school. I had took my daughter out yesterday. We was looking for some cars, y'all. The game changed, y'all. The car shopping game changed, y'all. It ain't the same. They got a whole lot of pre-owned cars. You buying these pre-owned cars as is. You know what I'm saying? And for all the brand new cars, the 2023s, they limited. And whatever the price is on the window, that's how much you're going to be paying for it. That's how much it start at. So the price might say $28, $29 on the window, on that paper. And in reality, they ain't even including taxes and tags and all that shit. So you're going to be way up. Say if the car, we roughly going to say the car costs $30,000, right? With tax and tags and everything, when you leave that motherfucking desk with that deal and he say, come on up here and sign your your name away, sign your death certificate. That's basically what you doing. Them cars ain't worth what they selling them for, ladies and gentlemen. The game changed, y'all. The game changed. I guess they clearing out their lots, preparing for these electric vehicles that supposed to come out. Or they supposed to get bonuses and shit like that for the dealers who do get these electric cars. But everybody can't afford an electric car. So nowadays, people going to these buy here, pay here spots where they charging you down there the price of a brand new car. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to the dealer, ladies and gentlemen, there was bias going on because they ain't used to seeing a black, strong couple. You know what I'm saying? Don't never judge a book by its cover. They see a black man with, I got my mask on. Y'all know I rock my mask because of COVID. A lot of people say, why he got his mask on? COVID. Y'all started it and I'm going to end it, right? Just because y'all took y'all's off, I'm keeping mine on. That was a invitation when they started COVID to wear your mask when you want to wear it. If you decide to wear your mask every day, wear your mask every day. You heard? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the game ain't the same with the car dealers, y'all. The game ain't the same, y'all. The game changed. Big time. The game changed big time. So I'm going to take my daughter tomorrow. Hit up another spot. See what it's hitting for. But you buying these cars as is at these buy here, pay here spots. They charging an arm and leg. A 2015 Lexus. You talking 25,000? That's just an example. Know what I'm saying? So, and these new cars, they shit. You might as well get, like you said, come on up here and sign your life away. When you're getting these new cars, especially with the interest rate being up, everything is up, y'all. Inflation's is up. Gas prices shooting back up. So this is not the time to buy a brand new car because they're trying to switch everything over to electric. This administration, I talked about that before, y'all. I talked about that before. And another thing, y'all, where there's war, there's money to be made. Joe Biden in the bed with China. I told y'all that. This shit is business as usual, y'all. It's business as usual. They all in the bed together, y'all. They going to war with China, but when you go in the store and buy a product and pick it up, on the back of it, what do it say? Made in China. Made in motherfucking China. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, think about it. When you buying products and goods, and you turn to the back of it, what do it say? Majority of that shit made in China. So if they at war with China and they punishing China for China in bed with Russia, why they still got goods from China over here for sale? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a strategy to keep you blind, deaf, dumb, and blind. That's the strategy, to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind. You know? They saying they support a war. They know they're going to support the war because it's making them money. Everybody getting paid while the inflation's and the people pay for it off the people's back. They piggybacking off the people's back with all this rhetoric and foolishness. Every president that come out the White House got triple more money than he had before he went in. Enough money for his kids to have. You know what I'm saying? That's how they play the game. But they keep us, you know what I mean, deaf, dumb, and blind. Most of us anyway, not all of us. Most of us got that third eye open and we see the bullshit. We see through the bullshit. Yup, ladies and gentlemen, card game changed. You got to shop around. You just can't jump on the first deal you see. You got to shop around, ladies and gentlemen. Most definitely. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to come up and hawk spit with y'all for a little bit. Share that story with y'all about that scumbag ass nigger with an ER on the end, killing his own 2-year-old daughter. Sad. If a motherfucker in jail don't kill that motherfucking nigger, you niggas are sad. That's in there with him. See, if I was a motherfucker doing life, I get cool with a guard that brings in the paper and let me know who's who coming in. Because I know how family members feel when their loved ones get murdered behind some foolishness bullshit. So I would reach out to the family and let them know it's going to be all right. I'm going to take care of that for you. On the strength of the Most High. On the strength of the Most High. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Don't worry about it. You don't have to send me nothing. If you want to send me a donation, that's cool, but I ain't looking for it. I'll be in the game just to take all them niggas out. Them pedophile niggas that come to jail, molesting kids, and killing ladies and elders. I'll be that motherfucker in jail that'll be off in the motherfuckers, y'all. Wouldn't play no games with it, y'all. Especially I got life, I ain't coming home. But I'll be doing the work of the Most High, you know what I'm saying, with most of these niggers. I'll be doing the most high work. Off in these niggers. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Fuck it. You already doing life, you ain't coming home. What else they gonna do? I'm cool with a couple guards. They ain't gonna have me on lockdown. They gonna make sure that motherfucking pedophile or that molester or raper or whoever the fuck he is, murderer, get the same justice when he get there. And the blood won't be on their hands. The bloods will be on my hand, which the Most High put the blood in my hand. You see? In the scriptures, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. When it comes to our babies out here, y'all. But with that being said, I'm going to get back with y'all in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm done with the process of letting my daughter pick out her car, I can get into more detail with it, with y'all. But right now, we just build the foundation. When she know what she looking for, and she know what price range she want to be in. But with that being said, until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, stand on your square, put the Most High first. Believe in the Most High, ladies and gentlemen. Don't put nobody before the Most High. I don't give a fuck if it's your wife or your husband. Put the Most High first, and everything else will fall in place. With that being said, to the next time, love you all. Peace.